Welcome to Psych 101. My name is John Haroff and I'm your instructor. My contact information is over here. I want to just walk you through a little bit of the course shell so you get an idea of how things work. I'll probably do a video every week to let you know what's coming up. But for now, if you click on this, it'll show you your course outcomes. Here's an introductory video about me. Here's where you can click to access your textbook. So if you click on this link, it'll take you to where you can log in to get to your information. And I'll show you a little bit more about that in a minute. Some other resources. Here's a good video that talks about online learning and something that would be helpful for you to watch. And then I've opened up the first week of classes. Each week I'll open up one more. So right now all you can see is what we have for the first week. We have the to-do list that's in here. That'll be pretty much the same every week. The things that you need to work through. And here's the estimated amount of time. So make sure you keep an eye on that. Don't wait until Friday night to start working on your classes. The way I have things set up is everything is due on Saturday night at 11:55 p.m. So obviously not this Saturday, but a week from Saturday. And then if you turn it in Sunday night by 11:55 p.m., I'll still accept it, but it's for half credit. So you want to keep that in mind. This kind of an icon here is for a book. So if I click on that, I want to show you how this works. You read through what's here, watch the videos, whatever happens to be in there. But then over here, as long as there's a gray arrow, you need to click to get to the next one. And in this, you click on that to watch the video. There may be where you answer questions, but again, if you click this one, you go back, you click this to go forward. So you'll want to click through these to get all the way to the end. And that's one area where students can sometimes get confused, because as long as you have these, you want to keep clicking through. So I'm going to click through here, and then you get this last one, and that's when you're all done. But make sure you also click that, because sometimes there's a final question or that sort of thing. So that's the key with this kind of a book thing. Make sure you get all the way through everything or you'll miss out on stuff and you won't get your credit for it. There's a discussion forum here. You just click on it to open. You answer the questions, talk about what you need to talk about in here. And when it's time, you click Add a New Discussion Topic, put your information in there, subject line and message. You could put your name in there and then what you want to do, and then just hit Post to Forum. And then I often have you read other people's posts and comment on that. That's part of your grade, so you want to make sure you do that too. I'm going to go back to the course here. And then there is a scavenger hunt that's based on the syllabus, which is right up here. So read through the syllabus to do the scavenger hunt quiz, and then another forum based on some of the information that you're doing. So that's what's in the Moodle shell. When you do sign into the textbook, we have this is a new process this year. And what this is it's set up so that, I'm going to go to the student view of your textbook. It's saving you money for one thing. Instead of buying the 2 books, you just buy this, and then the stuff that's online is really cool. The way it is, you'll go into chapter 1. Now all of these are actually open. I don't have the due date set, so you can get into the others, but I'd rather you just stay in the chapter we're working on. But here's where you have the different things that are due for chapter 1. And if you click on this first part is about the textbook. It tells you it takes about 15 minutes. It's a Learn Smart. That's what the LS means. And it takes you to the textbook. And once you're in the textbook, the first thing it does for you is it highlights so you can read through and just kind of get a feeling of what's going on. And it walks you through that. And then you can go to the next section and go through and kind of get the highlights of things. And then there'll be a quiz that you can take at the end to practice what you've learned and so forth. So for now, I want you to play with this, get some ideas. You have this practice over here, which will then hop you into questions about that, and either you answer them on how sure you are about it. If you have no idea, if you want to read more about the question, you click that and it takes you back to that part in the textbook. So it's a way for you to interact with the textbook instead of just in a boring way of sitting down and reading it. So anyway, that's kind of a cool process that's in here. Play with that this week and you'll learn more about it as time goes. Then in there's those other things for you to go through and so forth. I'm getting used to this. This is brand new this semester, and so we'll learn about it together, and it'll be all right. We'll get this figured out. I think you're really going to like it, and it's cheaper than before. It's a lot better than before. There's some case studies that you're going to be doing, and it used to be where you had to read these really long case studies and then make determinations. With this, with what we have in your book here, is there's actual videos that you'll watch, and you'll make determinations that way. So life's a lot better this way. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to email me and or put some things in up here, the student lounge. Here's where you can put some questions in, and then I can answer them in here, and other people can answer them. And I think we're going to have a good semester. I think you're going to really like this class. I'm approaching it from the side that you've already taken 101, which is a basic class. This is now getting into more detail, and I'm going from the assumption that you want to learn more about psychology, possibly go into that for your career or get a bachelor's in it or whatever the case might be. So this one's a little bit more rigorous than 101. There's more expectations here, but I'm sure you'll do fine, and if you need anything, I'd be happy to help you. Have a great week.